Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. How are you all? In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the very tasty vegetarian thali recipes in detail. The delicious vegetable dum biryani and the soya chunks khurma and the very tasty and healthy beetroot halwa and raita recipes. So watch the video till end so that you can also make these satisfying full meals recipes easily at home. If you are first time watching my videos or still not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe my channel for more interesting recipes. Let's start. The ingredients for the vegetable dum biryani are 3 cups of basmati rice washed and soaked, 3 tablespoons of oil and 2 tablespoons of clarified ghee, 1 cup of green peas. I am using dry green peas, so I soaked them for 2 hours in hot water. If you can find raw green peas, you can use directly. 1 cup of sliced onions and 1 cup of big pieces of cauliflower, 1 cup of carrot cut into half-inch pieces like this, 1 cup of long beans cut into 1-inch pieces, 1 cup of tomato pieces and 1 cup of potato pieces, 6 green chilies sliced, few cashew nuts, a handful of mint and coriander, half cup of curd, 1 tablespoon chili powder and 1 tablespoon biryani masala, 1.5 tablespoon garlic ginger paste, and the spices 2 star anise, 1 kapok bud, 4 cardamom, 4 cloves, 2 inches of cinnamon, 2 bay leaves and 1 teaspoon of black cumin seeds, shahi jeera and quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder and salt to taste, 1 teaspoon of garam masala spices powder and 1 tablespoon of dry fenugreek leaves, kachuri methi. I will give all the ingredients list in the description below. Let's get into the process. Take a thick bottomed vessel, let it heat up. Now add 1 tablespoon of ghee and 3 tablespoons of oil. Let the oil heat up. Now add the onions. Now add 1 teaspoon of salt so that the onions will become soft quickly. Mix well and fry them until they turn to golden brown color and little crispy like this. Now take few onions for the topping. Now add the cashew nuts and the spices and roast them for 20 seconds on low flame. Keep mixing to avoid burning. Now add the garlic ginger paste as shown and fry until the raw smell of the garlic ginger paste completely gone. Keep mixing to avoid burning. Now add the tomatoes and the turmeric powder and add the green chilies. Mix well and cover the lid and cook for 1 minute on medium flame until the tomatoes become soft. See guys, the tomatoes become soft. Mix well and smash the tomatoes. Now add the mint and coriander leaves. I am keeping some mint and coriander leaves for the topping. Cook for 20 seconds. Now add the dried fenugreek leaves, garam masala, chili powder, biryani masala and 1 teaspoon of salt and add the curd. Mix everything until well combined. Now add green peas, potatoes, cauliflower and carrots and the beans. Mix everything until well combined. Now cover the lid and cook for 2 minutes on medium flame. See guys, after 2 minutes of cooking, they look like this. Now give a stir. Now add 1.5 glass of water. Mix well and cover the lid and cook for 5 minutes on medium flame. Give a stir for every 1 minute. Meanwhile, let's go boil the rice. Take 3 liters of water, add few spices and salt to taste, and add few mint and coriander leaves, and add 1 teaspoon of oil so that the rice will not stick. Now cover the lid and let it come to a boil. See guys, after 5 minutes of cooking, let's check the vegetables cook ready or not. The vegetable needs to cook some more guys, so cover the lid and cook for 3 more minutes on medium flame. Keep stirring for every 1 minute to avoid burning. The water is boiling guys. Now lower the flame and drain the excess water from the rice and then add. Mix well and then cover the lid and cook for 2 minutes on high flame. See guys, after 3 more minutes of cooking, the vegetables perfectly cook ready. Give a stir. Now at this point check the salt and the spiciness. If anything needed, you can adjust. The salt is not enough guys, so I am adding half teaspoon of salt again. Mix well. That's all guys. Now turn up the flame. Now take more than half of the kurma into a bowl. Just leave one layer of the kurma like this. Keep aside. Now let's go to the rice. The rice is boiling. Now give a stir and cook until the rice 90% done. See guys, the rice 90% cook ready. Now quickly turn off the flame. Take a strainer, drain the excess water and put one layer of the rice on the kurma as shown. Now put the second layer of the kurma as shown and add the second layer of the rice also. Now sprinkle some fried onions and the mint and the coriander leaves. Add the final layer of the kurma. Now add the final layer of the rice. Level it up and sprinkle the remaining fried onions and the mint and the coriander leaves. Now sprinkle 2 pinches of biryani masala on the top. I added a pinch of food color to 2 tablespoons of milk. I am going to add this. You can also add saffron. Now finally add the remaining ghee. Now cover the lid. I am using some maida dough to cover the hole so that the steam will not pass out. Cook this for 10 minutes on low flame. After 10 minutes of cooking, now turn off the flame guys, but don't open the lid for another 10 more minutes. See guys, the biryani is perfectly cooked ready. It tastes so good guys. Now let's go make the soya chunks kurma. The ingredients for the soya chunks kurma are 2 cups of soya chunks washed and soaked, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 medium size of onion finely chopped, 1 small onion diced into big pieces, 2 small tomatoes cut into pieces, 4 green chilies sliced, salt to taste, 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala spices powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, some chopped coriander, 3 cloves, 3 cardamom and 1 inch of cinnamon stick, 1.5 teaspoon of garlic ginger paste. I'll give all the ingredients list in the description below. Now take a mixer jar, put the tomato pieces and diced onion and grind into fine paste like this. Take a pan, let the pan heat up. Now add 2 tablespoons of oil. Let the oil heat up. Now add the spices. Roast them for 20 seconds on medium flame. Now add the onions. Saute them for 30 seconds. Now add the garlic ginger paste. Mix well and cook until the raw smell of the garlic ginger paste completely gone. Keep stirring to avoid burning. Now add the green chilies. Give a stir. Cook for 10 seconds. Now add the tomato and onion paste. Mix well. Now add the turmeric powder, garam masala and the coriander powder. Mix well and cook for 2 minutes. Stir continuously to avoid burning. Now add the chilli powder. Mix well and then add the soya chunks. Give a stir. Put 1 glass of water in the mixer jar and wash it and put the water in the curry. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix well. Now check the salt and the spiciness. If anything needed, you can adjust. Now cover the lid and cook for 3 minutes on medium flame. See guys, after 3 minutes of cooking, it looks like this. Give a stir. The curry is almost ready. Now finally add the chopped coriander. Give a stir. Cover the lid and cook for 30 seconds. That's all guys. The very tasty soya chunks kurma is ready. Now turn off the flame. Now let's go make raita. The ingredients for the raita are 250 grams of curd, 1 big onion finely chopped, 2 green chilies finely chopped, some chopped coriander and mint, 1 tablespoon of grated carrot and salt to taste. Add all the ingredients to the curd and add salt as per your taste and mix. That's all guys. The very simple and tasty raita is ready. Now let's go make the very tasty and healthy beetroot halwa. The ingredients for the beetroot halwa are 1 cup of grated beetroot, half cup of sugar, quarter teaspoon of cardamom powder, a pinch of salt, 1 cup of milk, few chopped pista, few cashew nuts, raisins and chopped almonds. These are optional. 4 tablespoons of clarified ghee. Take a non-stick pan, let it heat up. Now put 2 tablespoons of ghee. Let the ghee heat up. Now add the dry fruits. Fry them until they turn to light golden brown color. I am not frying these pista guys. They are already fried. Keep stirring to avoid burning. Fry on low flame only. I am taking some dry fruits onto a plate guys for garnishing. Now add the grated beetroot. Give a stir. Now add 1 tablespoon of ghee again. Mix well. Fry this on medium flame for 2 minutes. Then only the raw smell of the beetroot will go. This step is very important guys. Keep stirring to avoid burning. See guys, the water from the beetroot all evaporated. Now add the milk. and put the flame on medium and cook until it thickens. Keep stirring occasionally to avoid the overflow of milk and burning. See guys, after 3 minutes of cooking, it's thickening. At this point, add the sugar. You add sugar as per your taste, guys. Continue cooking until it thickens. Stir continuously to avoid burning. See guys, how it looks. Now add the cardamom powder and the remaining 1 tablespoon of ghee. Add a pinch of salt. Mix well. Put the flame on low. Scrape down all the sides and mix continuously for 1 more minute. See guys, how it's separating from the pan. It's not sticky anymore. Cook for another 20 seconds like this. Now garnish with the dry fruits. Mix and turn off the flame. That's all guys. The very healthy, tasty, mouth-watering beetroot halwa is ready. For garnishing, I am cutting the cucumber into flowers. For that, cut the cucumber as shown. In the same way, I cut the carrot flowers also. See guys how they are looking. I am garnishing the vegetable dum biryani with these carrot and cucumber flowers. Hope you guys like these recipes. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.